Chill. Everyone chill. We're here. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. 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 Chill. We're fine. Hi. Hi. I need some MSI so I don't have my computer die. Hey, look at that. It rhymed. I'm good like that. Do not want a repeat of Monday where my computer just decided to stop. But we'll see, you know. It probably will. It probably will just be like, ah, whatever. I'll do what I want. I'm your computer. Like, that's true. You will do what you want, computer. You will do what you want. Moss Mario. Twitch.tv/thegreatyuke. We did it. All right. Are you ready to get into this game? I don't want that. Don't give me that. Are we ready to get into this game? Did we just go for it? I mean, like, we could chat. Like, hi, what's up? Tell me about your life. Tell me your deepest fears. Go. Deepest fears. Go. Okay. Perfect. Exactly how I planned it. Exactly how I planned it. Perfect. Does this work? If this doesn't work, we're in trouble. Hold on. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're good. We're good. You know what? I'm not even gonna mess around. We're just gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna get to it. Let's go. Come with me, if you will, on this journey into Mario World. Mario 3D World, even.
Super Mario 3D World! Meow.
Impromptu dance party. That's all you get. That's all you get at the tease. Everybody at the tease. First one's free. World 5. Got 101 stars. Let's go. The question is, will we beat the game tonight? And I think the answer is probably yes. Probably yes. Probably yes. I should look at this screen also, not this screen. As much as I want to look over here like all the time, I probably shouldn't. It's often frowned upon. Okay. All right. Everyone calm down. Calm down. Hey, 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 hey. Why do you hate me? There it is. There, hey, there we go. All right. So, where were we? Got that one. Beat that man's. We gotta go to the slot machines. Of course. Of course. Ba, 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 da, ba. And bazinga. Okay, well. Ooh. 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 Look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Ooh. Can you handle? I don't think we have enough lives. We should probably go back and get more lives. I didn't know I could do that. Hold on. What was that? Ayo, it's Holden. What's good, man? Holden, do you think we have enough lives? You think we have enough lives? It's right underneath my face. Do you think we have enough? Should I go get more? This is a very important question. You think we need to... you know what? You know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Let's go ahead and let's get some more. Yeah. Let's get some more. Good call. Good call. Good call. Okay. Answer, Cat Paul. Tell me. Hit me. I see this snot. What? What? Question, I see the answer. Yeah, you were a little close. Answer, I see the answer. What? I'm so confused now. You've both confused me so much. Hey, Goomba? Oh, okay. I gotcha. I understand. Well, so that guy is dead. And Bazinga. And Bazinga. There it is. Nope. Dang it. Come on. Come on. Hey, game. Hey, game. Be a bro. There it is. All right. So, got a few one-ups to get, just, you know, to round it out right here. That's going to get really annoying. I'm going to go ahead and bring the music in. Anyways, hi all. Hello, Cat Paw. Hope you're doing well. This is what I do every time I play Mario. Just, you know, gotta get those lives. I'm watching Naruto, so I might be in and out. Yeah, you just got to a really crucial part, right? Just got to a really crucial part, I think. I don't know Naruto at all, so, like, you'll have to tell me. But it seemed, based on your responses with Broshio, that it was a very crucial moment. Tell me about it. Also, Holden, how's your break week? I like the fact that you took a break week. Makes me very happy. Makes me very happy. Hits me right here. Really good. I actually get to be a normal college kid for a week. True. Cat Paw, how was stream? I had to leave like pretty early on, it seemed like, but seemed like it went pretty well. You were popping off. It's one of the most important arcs of Naruto. Oh, okay. All right. Did Cat Paw, did your stream like crash at the end? Is that what happened? I wasn't there for it, so I'm not 100%. It seemed like it though, but it seemed like it was going great the little bit I was there. I like that. I'm happy when my friends succeed. When my friends succeed, I am happy. It was good. Vibration from controller unplugged my USB, so I lost sound. No. So I had to close the game, then Steam didn't want to open the game. Sounds about right. Steam kept telling me it was running when it wasn't. Did you go like into Task Manager and check to make sure it was actually closed? Because sometimes that happens. It's really not fun, but sometimes that happens. You did. I assumed you did. All right, we got one crown. Task Manager told me it was closed. Sometimes it's in like details. That happens to me with Half-Life 2 sometimes. Like if I'm playing that GoldenEye mod, which by the way, Holden, Cat Paw, we all need to play GoldenEye Source. It's a free mod of the Source engine. And it's really fun. Me and Bean and Stowe have been playing, and it's very fun. Very chill, very easy. Yeah, I like fun too. I also very much enjoy fun. It is, and the fact that it's free is like top of the heap to me. And the fact that you're playing basically just GoldenEye multiplayer, but like with bots and like friends, it's great. I think I have all the lives I can get, so we're gonna leave. Here we go. Can I just leave? Yeah, I can. Let's go. Yeah. My lives are crowns. Yeah. True. And let's go to World 5. We got to get there. All right, we're back. I think we have enough lives now. We didn't before, but now we do. And all right, so we gotta beat this one. Here we go. Here we go. My goal for tonight is to beat this game. At least the first worlds. Like the main worlds. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, also me and my friend recorded our test episode of a podcast today. Tested a pilot. It went pretty well. Got rated last week by another Tales of Symphonia streamer, so I popped in his stream today and he gave me a shout out. Hey! Most of my views today was from him and his community. That's great. That's a really great way to meet new people, is if you especially if you play a game consistently. Like, generally speaking, people who also play that game a lot will like notice you and try and stop by. It's like when I was playing SSX3 and that guy was like, hey, I'm here to support another SSX3 streamer. I was like, I'm not usually, but thanks. Thank you. Why does it hate me? Why does it not want me to have fun in this game? Yes, podcast. It is not a what am I trying to say? It's a very chill idea. Like, and by very chill, I mean like potentially the most chill idea of all time. In that, like, we're not really going to talk about anything specifically, but kind of just general random topics for like a half hour. Not anything specific. Like, it's not going to be like a gaming podcast. It's not going to be like a movie podcast. It's just going to be like it's casual, you know, like, hey, you were just hanging out, doing a thing. No problems. All right, well, this is a big mushroom, so let's go. Friends chilling and talking. Exactly right. Exactly right. Mostly because, like, we both have a lot of stuff to say, and we needed an outlet for it. You know? And also, y'all will recognize this friend. His name's Jay. He plays FIFA sometimes. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's an okay guy. Like 6 out of 10, really. Yeah. Yeah. The J FIFA man. Exactly correct. FIFA J. That's what we call him on the stream at this point. It's just his name is just FIFA J. Come back this way, and here we go. Hiya. 2. There it is. Get over there. Yeah, we got it. What was the other guy's name? Ben? Ethan? Ethan? Close. Wait a minute. No! Ethan. Yes, like that. Oh, we lost a life. What are we going to do? Ah, man. Ah, man. We lost a life. Can't believe it. We're one step closer to dead, basically, at this point. If you really think about it, like, we might not actually beat this game. Time to go. Yeah, I mean, exactly. We gotta go get, like, at least 50 more. Can I please go get Captain Toad? Why is Captain Toad up there? I want to help Captain Toad. He is my friend. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Gotta get this and then go back. Like that. Like that. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh, man. Yeah, shut up. Game for babies, game for children. We're very good at video gaming. We're basically pro gamers. We all know how it goes. Can you jump, please? Thank you. Easy mode. Basically a practice run. All things considered. Can we please make it up there? Because I gotta get up there and then jump across to save my friend Captain Toad. These little seesaw things are kind of annoying. Yeah. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So then... Like that. Haha! This seems off. Don't like this. Why is it so off? I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it. Believe! Hey, Captain Toad. Sorry, bud. We gotta move on. We've lost a couple lives here. Gotta move on from you. I think I should have like a cat power up for it. Came from me. Catball, quit bullying me, okay? Stop bullying me. Now you were asking for us to stop bullying you, and now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels. Leave me alone. It's deserved. All I want is this stamp. I don't even care about... Hey, Captain Toad, you're basically dead to me at this point. Sorry, bud. I will never. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. We're going to figure out a way to, like, trick you into saying it. We're going to, like, invite you on the podcast and be like, what's your favorite, like, Italian food? You're going to say, pasta. Ah, dang it. Or I'm going to get Holden to get you to say it, and then he's going to record it. And then I'll know. Then I'll know. Aha! Well, it's not even that crazy. That's fair. I was just really happy with the way that you said sorry. And it made me like really happy the way you said sorry. I was like, yes. Yes. Peak Canadian. Peak Canada. I'm here for it. You said it normally for a Canadian. You for sure said it normally for a Canadian, and I'm very here for it. I was very, very... I know. It's the way that I say certain, like... I will sometimes, like, revert into, like, very Southern accent. Like really Southern. And it'd be that way sometimes. You know? Which is fine. No judgments. No judgments. We're accepting of all random accents here. Come down here, Goombas. You want to fight me? These Goombas want to fight. Bye. Bye. Got him. Hey, none of that. Hey, none of that. Okay. Okay. Shh, 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 shh. You hear nothing. You saw nothing. You hear nothing. No. Bonk. Bonk. The spatial reasoning. I have to think about it. What you want to fight? Why can I not aim that at all? My friend in the U.S. That I went to the wedding had the same reaction. I said sorry only once, and with that accent, but you heard it. Yeah, yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, the double cherry. Hello, my boy. My boy is back. How are we supposed to do this here? Let's see. There it is. Is there a star I'm missing? No. The Suns, my boys. My precious boys. Would you? Why? Just because of like having to jump at the right time, or having the two boys? The two boys is harder than it seems. Legit. The timing, yeah. Timing's kind of tough. It's not that bad. But it's not easy. It's kind of easy. I have to do 3 boys and the green star? While also dodging this thing? Nope, 2 boys. 1 boy. 1 boy. Well. That was a waste of my time. All right. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't want the stamp anyway. Whatever. We got it. We're fine. We're fine. I'm just really happy that like this game continuously... I know I always want the stamp. Always want the stamp. This game continuously is showing like new ideas. Just new ideas all the time. You know? And like... I don't grasp how this game is able to come up with so many new ideas when like a lot of AAA games just like pick a single idea and stick with it for an entire game. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Well, I want to be able to take my stamps to Miiverse, Catball. You know, because Miiverse is my favorite place to go. All right. I can kick him. Can't pick him up. Hey, no, leave me alone. People don't give Nintendo enough credit. Some people do. I would say most people do, but what are you doing? Oh, hi. Oh, I can pick it up. Good throw. Good throw. Oh, like the Nintendo versus... Look at the Luigi! Nintendo versus Sony combo you had to... Yeah. There are certain people who just think that, like, regardless of everything, that, like, Nintendo will screw something up, and I'm just like, oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. Nice. Give me that star. Yeah, I mean, you and I both know that, like, I generally think that Nintendo just puts more polish into their games than 90% of developers. And it really shows. It's one of the reasons why their games hold value so long, honestly. It's annoying, because, like, I would love it if, like, their games didn't cost an arm and a leg. But, like, they do, and it's fine. Imagine if they didn't polish Mario games. Yeah. Imagine. How bad would Mario be at that point? Everyone would be like, this franchise is kind of bad. Come here. Come here, you little rabbit. Did I just run after him? Yep. This way. Let go. Got him. Give me that star. I just like, I think there are a couple games that like I think Nintendo hasn't polished really well. But it's so rare. You know what I mean? It's just so rare. Neat. Stamp time. Stamp time. I'm trying to think of a game that like they haven't polished well. Splatoon is pretty polished. Fire Emblem's pretty polished. Man, I don't know. Oh. Neat. Neat. I like this. Hey, look. It's a me. Blow up. Nice. Give me that star. Nice. This is interesting, right? I mean, like, some of the games that, like, aren't polished as well are some of the ones that, like, the third-party developers make. So, like, Chibi Robo and a couple of other games on, like, the 3DS aren't quite as polished as they should be, but that's not really Nintendo's fault, per se. It's just kind of, like, the fact that, like, they're dealing with a third-party developer and all that other kind of stuff. Go, 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 go. Nice, look at that. Got another one up, just in case. Just in case. Got to have all the lives we need. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, what is a game that Nintendo has published that wasn't polished? Of their first party stuff, I should say. I can't think of any, really. Most of them are, like, really polished. I thought that, like, Skyward Sword had some problems with it, but it was polished. Same thing with this game. Like, this game is overall, like, I don't know. It's a really interesting question. Majora's Mask because of bias. No, that game is it's not optimized, but it's a good game. It's a very good game. It is certainly not optimized though. Good gracious. Okay, thanks. Got him. First try. You hate the 3-day cycle? I think, when was the last time you played it, Cap Hall? When was the last time you played Majora's Mask? This is a genuine question, because like the first time that I played Majora's Mask, like when it came out, I thought it was like the worst Zelda game of all time. And then I went back to it after like, well, like how old? Like how old were you? Because like I went back to it after like I had an appreciation for games, and like I played it, I was like, oh wow. But like the first time I played it, I was like 10 or 12 or something like that. I was like, man, this game stinks. Yes. Teenage. Yeah, I would recommend going back and like playing it again, especially if you have the 3DS version. The 3DS version runs so much better. You like to explore? Well, if you do the time trick correctly, you can explore all you want. But that's the one thing that I will say like Majora's Mask does poorly, is they don't explain to you how to like do like the double Song of Time or the reverse Song of Time or any of that kind of stuff. Only have it for GameCube. It's still worth playing. I mean, it's still worth going back and exploring, honestly. Like it is not as good as newer games. I don't think it's as good as Wind Waker, honestly, but like it holds up more than you would think. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Stealth level. Took me forever to get the Song of Time. Yeah. I mean, like, I didn't, like, the first time I played it, I didn't even know about it. I didn't know that was a thing. I was like, what is this nonsense? It's like, I have to beat this whole game in, like, an hour? That's impossible. And then I quit playing it. And I was like, little did I know, I actually have, like, way more time, but no one told me. It's one of the flaws. Like, absolutely one of the flaws of that game. Can I just jump over you? Oh, I see. Whatever. Do not care. Do not care. A boom. There we go. Why is there a stealth game in Mario? How random is this? How random is this? It's just that your progress gets lost for some things, and then you got to restart. Because I like to take my time. Well, it depends on like what it is. So like if you're talking like the dungeons, yeah, the dungeons are the worst part. The dungeons are the worst part about Majora's Mask, honestly. Just because like especially if you don't get like the song down, it's so hard. And also like the important items don't change ever, or like won't you won't lose them, but rupees and stuff you will, and like all that sort of stuff. But again, like that's my whole thing is like once you kind of like figure that out, I think that game really opens up. But you got to figure it out. That's the problem, is like I don't think they do a good job communicating it, like, hey, by the way, you need to like continually get new rupees every time, which is super annoying. Like having to get like all the rupees all the time is just a pain. But once you find out like where the spots are, then you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. But you gotta like get the spots. Get out of here. Get out of here. Why? Why? Jump. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. All right. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, I'm right here. Hey, I'm right here. Hey, thanks, buddy. Hey, Ethan, what's up, man? Whoa, whoa. Everybody, welcome Easy E. Easy E is here to stay. All right, well, fine. They're going to be like that. FIFA Ethan. Ethan, she called you Benjamin earlier. You actually got some free time? Well, I appreciate you spending it with us. Hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. How's that boy? How's that boy doing? Is that boy good? FIFA Ethan was your... You didn't get a lot of money, I bet. Yikes. Tough. No, who's going to go to a strip club and be like, I would like to speak to FIFA Ethan, please. I made $1. One singular dollar. We were talking about you. Senor Ethan. What is this? Hello. Oh my. I forget, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about how like you thought his name was Ben or something like that, which was hysterical. Your boy's good? Good. Oh, hello. What is this? Oh, Jay was brought up. You could go by Ben for the right amount of singles. That's fair. Oh, hello. Money train, everybody. Gotta get a few extra lives. I don't think we don't have enough. And then my memory is small. You're $1. Your dollar is a coin. That's pretty awesome. We also have $1 coin that no one uses, but I very much prefer having $1 coin. The pretty Princess Peach, hello. You're on our team in this game. We're very happy about that. You could throw $1 at me. Call it a loony. All right, well. Pretty Princess Peach, how are you doing? It's nice to know you're appreciated outside of my kingdom. Yes, and very much you are. Are this just giant coins? No. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh. Hey, Morris, appreciate the follow. Oh, here we go. All right. Bazinga. All right. Bazinga. Dang it. Boom. Boom. Come on. I didn't miss Captain John. I talked to him. Can't wait for Friday. It's going to be so good, Morris, right? Bam. Bazinga. Come on. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Woo. A recall. Morris, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Own a PS3, a PS5, a gaming PC, and a Switch. Nice. How far? I'm on World 5. I will say this. Nothing really gets super spoiled until like the end of the game. And once we get to that, like, yeah, it starts getting there. We're back on a World 1. Sorry, what? I say that and then oh. Well, you done me wrong. Oh, you just want to tell me how to unlock one of the last worlds? Okay. Fair. Yeah, once we get there, I will ask. I'll be like, hey, hit me up, Princess Peach. We're on the same team. But the goal is to get to beat the first like the main worlds tonight, and then start getting into the special worlds. And like I feel like we're past the point. Can't wait for the game on Switch. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be real good. I've heard that the oh gosh, what's it called? The extra content stuff is really fun. Really, like not by itself game worthy, but like paired with this, just like a blast. Whoop! Bowser's Fury, yes, Bowser's Fury. I was saying something, I forgot what it was. I'm sure it was very important by the fact that I can definitely remember what it was. What up? Bonk. Bonk. Well, my brain's gone. So it was something that I said. I don't remember what it was. Couldn't have been important though. Oh, yeah, this game's been out for like 8 years. So, if I'm spoiling something, like, you know, am I playing on Switch? I'm not playing on Switch. I'm not cool enough to get a advanced copy. Unfortunately. Oh, cool jump. That was a cool jump that I did there. Did y'all see that cool jump? My goodness. It's helpful to actually push jump at the right time instead of just like pretending. My goodness. Boom. Boom, boom. Never on the Wii U. This will be my first time playing this game. Well, good. Oh. No, I did not. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have my preview on. I appreciate that. Are we back? Hold on. Enable. Yeah, we're good. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Very professional streamer. Very professional. Top of the line. Check me out in all the places. This is why I have people like Catball here and Princess Peach to be like, hey, you should stop being bad at this game and bad at streaming. I appreciate it. What was I saying? I don't remember. What was I saying? Oh, there goes that guy. Climb up here. Got it. Yes! Stamp life, baby! Stamp life, baby! About it being my first time playing this game. Ah! You're gonna have a blast. It's a great game. It's a great game. Very underrated, in my opinion. I think that this is one of those games that, like, everyone who enjoys, like, not like the newer Mario, or not the 3D Marios, but like the more solid Marios, will enjoy. I know every star's stamp location. Well, so I will for sure if we get to a point. What am I trying to say? I'm not attempting to get all of the things at the moment. So if I skip one, please don't be mad at me. Please don't be too mad at me. Favorite Mario game of all time is Super Mario Sunshine. Got it. Sunshine's really good. Sunshine's really good. I don't fully grasp why they're like not letting us pick up that game after March. That's like the dumbest decision of all time, in my opinion. I see. Galaxy, Mario Kart 8, Deluxe, and 3D World. Nice. Got him. Get out of here. Yo, you got a physical copy? Awesome. Smash. Galaxy Mario Kart in 3D World. Very good. Very good. This is not going to work out. This is not where I want to be. Come this way. Boom. I like the open world concept of Sunshine where you just explore. I do too. I think that Odyssey is one of my favorite games for that, honestly. Why am I getting? 40 seconds, good luck. We got more time, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Got a whole other 100 seconds. No problems. No problems. Easy. Easy. I love the 3D exploration games, Morris. I think that they're really fun. Really fun. But I'm old and I grew up with Mario 64, so you know, special place in my heart for that. Pretty Princess Peach, I feel like you might actually be the Peach in this game. Based on you knowing where everything is. I'm very impressed by that. Thank you for leaving the digital space and coming into our world just to help me. I need it, obviously. I like Odyssey because they brought back the formula from Sunshine. True. True. No problem. I agree with that 100%, Morris. That's why you bought Odyssey. Perfect. Perfect. Did you end up picking up the... oh gosh, what's it called? The 3D collection for Switch? That's one of my favorite like compilations of all time. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. I love the way that they made Odyssey like just more accessible because it's such a good game and like so few people got to play it on. Yeah, exactly. So many people got to play it on the GameCube, or so few did, and so having it available for more people because like the Switch is, I don't know, like triple the amount of like install base already as the entirety of the GameCube's like life. Do not get it twisted. GameCube's my favorite system, but like respect, right? Respect. We're like credit where credit's due. Nintendo or the Switch has made just a little bit more money. It's made a little bit more money. Abba. Abba. Absolutely, the only gaming system you own is the GameCube. I know. My goodness. I mean, like, I'm here for it, Ethan. I'm here for it. Very impressive, by the way, that you have like refused / not decided to get any of the newer systems. Just one more one up. Just one more. I don't think we have enough. We have the max number. Woo! Ethan, what is your favorite game on the GameCube? Also, Morris. I assume I assume that yours is Odyssey, or yeah, Sunshine. That's tough. The on top. Oh, thank you. Wait, the one to the right or the one to the left? The right. Got it. You have to walk on top of it. Soft spots for Luigi's Mansion. Got it. Ah. Whoa, 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 whoa. How do I get up here? How do I get up here? Do I have to do the spin jump? Finally get to own it for yourself. That's awesome. Cat bell. Oh. Got it. I'll come back for it. Did I read Luigi's Mansion? You did. Ethan does not own a Switch, so that'd be very difficult for him to have played. Did I see what I said? What did you say? You finally get to own it for yourself, Morris? Whoop. Say it again, Morris. I missed it. Boom. Hello. Answer for your question was SSX Tricky. Best game on GameCube. Nice. How you originally played Sunshine? On your friend's GameCube? Is that what you said? Because, like, I'm here for that as well. Nice. That's the way to do it. SSX Tricky is good. Only SSX game you've played. But you get to watch me play SSX 3, which, you know, you've basically played it at that point. And Baroshi got to teach me all the cool tricks about it. And I was really good and not bad at it at all. Now it's on Switch, and you own a Switch, you finally get to own it. Very good. Bye. Remind you not to hit the rocks. Yeah, well, you know, gentle reminders are helpful. That was a fun stream. It was a fun stream. Whatever. Hey. Shut up, game. Can't wait to get this game. I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to love it. Leave me alone, fuzzies. Leave me alone. Here we go. Whatever. Do we get Captain Toad? Yes. Whoops. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm just enjoying playing through this game. So I've played this game before. So we're all on the same page. I've played this game before. I've never beaten the game. And by beaten, I don't mean like gotten all the stuff or anything like that. I mean just like played through the entire, like the main worlds, if that makes sense. So that's the goal. That is the goal. I've literally done that while you saw me do it. Nintendo. Papa Nintendo. Here we go. Big money. Big money. Ooh. Big money. Oh, yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. No whammies. Just casual 8 up. No problem. We already have max life, but whatever. Who cares? This is just flexing on the game at this point. Just establishing dominance. Establishing dominance. Details. I don't know. This seems like a scary level, guys. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know about these. These are too scary. Boo is great. Agreed. Get out of here, bully. Yeah, come on. No, this way. Yeah, you'll love it over here. Yeah. Yeah, you'll love it. Get in there. Get in there. There it is. That's all I wanted. This is not a ghost ship yet? Not quite. Not quite. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. The music's pretty good, huh? It's very, very Cat Paw Luigi Mansion. Cat Paw's favorite game. Luigi's Mansion 3. Hey, 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 none of that. You see that bank shot? Come on, come on, come on. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hey. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Perfect. Violins. Are you a violin person? You like that? I didn't know. I did not know that about you, Catball. Did not know that. I do know that this entire soundtrack was what is it? Like a full orchestra did it. I don't know about a full orchestra, but it was orchestrated. It was done by hand rather than like synthesized, which is pretty cool. Come on, game. You can play the flute? No kidding. I didn't know that about you either. I'm learning so much, Catpaw. Mario's bringing everyone together. Like he does. My good plumber boy. Get up there. I don't care. All I want is the stamp. Oh, oh. Peach is back. It's fine. It's fine. It's been years, but you still remember. Nice. You know I'm partial to can I? How do? Oh, hello, green star. Thank you. Gotta get the star. Are the ghosts like dying right there? Did you see the little spirit come out of the ghosts? Did the ghosts like die again? Oh, interesting. Interesting, pretty Princess Peach. Get out of here, boo. No. Man, where's a vacuum cleaner when you need it, huh? Am I right? Am I right, Catpaw? And other Luigi's Mansion fans? Specifically Ethan, but everyone else also? Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. None of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. Okay. All right. Now they're in for a world of hurt. A world of hurt. Probably not. That's okay. Stop it. Stop it. Here we go. Get up there. Yeah. Me likey. And ducks. True. Come on. Did they? Come on. Get in there. There it is. That's one. That's two. That's two. Whew. Sheena. What a great name. Now, are they going to pull a trick on me right here? Is this going to be another one of those ghost tricks they love to do? No. No. She's a ninja? Ooh. I like that. I like that. Here we go. I don't care about anything else but these stamps. A clumsy ninja. So she's basically like Yuffie or something like that from like the from Final Fantasy VII. Isn't that like a stereotype? Like not a stereotype, but like a trope in Japanese culture? The clumsy ninja, the clumsy female ninja specifically. I feel like it's a trope. Maybe. Look at them trying to hide stuff up here. Look at them. Like, you won't see this. Gonna go grab some more food? By all means. By all means. I just appreciate you being here. I just appreciate you being here. No problem. No problem. I don't care about anything else. Just get that guy. There we go. Got him. Easy. You're gonna have pasta for supper? If only you could say that word out loud, Cat Paw. If only you could say that word out loud. What kind of, is it any specific kind of pasta? Do you say like pasta? I'm struggling right now mentally. I'm sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. Got 100. We're good. We're good though. Oh, well, hopefully Mario can help cheer you up a little bit. I think Mario's gonna make it a little bit better. Diagnosed with head and neck cancer. Oh no, that stinks, man. No bueno. Sorry to hear that. Get there. All right. Well, or not. Or not. Whatever. Whatever. I'm missing all the cool stuff at the moment. I know this. I can feel it because I don't have the cool cat power up. Come on. I don't care. Don't need it. I do need it. Got the stamp. We're good. Yeah, that's why I like video games. It brings people together in the glorious art of play. I agree. I agree. That is our whole mission statement. I died. I agree. That's our whole thing, is just bringing people together over the mutual love of the good old video games. See, that's what I needed right there. If I can get up here. There we go. I could have gotten up here, like, way easier. But, like, the game just decided to not. We're fine. 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 By Sean Layden. It is also our mission statement as well. It can be both Sean Layden's and ours. Former Sony, yes. Don't tell me to panic. We're fine. We're fine, Catball. Don't be rude. Hey, look. Got a checkpoint. No need to panic anymore. He says as he ignores the thing. Yeah, I know. I know you are. All right, well. Here we go. Woo, woo. Come on, get up there. Have I ever thought about doing Super Mario Maker? I have. I do like Reggie Fils-Aimé as well. Reggie is still one of my favorite dudes. Cracks me up. I have considered doing some Super Mario Maker. And Morris, I agree. Sean Layden is pretty great. I'm not mad about like Phil Spencer either. I also like Phil Spencer. Be a good stream. I've thought about it. Legit, I've thought about it. I think I agree. I also think it'd be a good stream, especially if like some like y'all made levels and then sent them to me. Yeah, but not troll levels, because troll levels aren't funny, except for the first time. Then they are funny. Uh-oh. That seems bad. Well, we're fine. Holden, I agree with you. Pretty Princess Peach, is there something here? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Too late. I don't have it. Dang it, I missed it. Dang it. Oh, man. Don't have it, but if I ever do, I'd love to do that. Good. Good. Like Sean Layden's philosophy of how you don't divide the fans, you bring them together. There was a star? Of course there was. Nah, it's all right. It's my fault. I assumed there was. My gamer sense was going off. And then my gamer sense was going off, but I was panicking because Catball told me to panic. Philosophy how you don't divide the fans, you bring them together. I agree. Yes. I mean that's my whole thing. Like it's been my main problem with like the way Sony handled the PS4. It's basically just like, you know, they tried to prevent crossplay so much, and eventually they were kind of like their hand was forced to start supporting crossplay because everyone else was like, we're doing it. Panda showed up at the Hidden Leaf Village. Got to focus on Naruto. Good. Good. Glad I can help with the Panda. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, gotta get some interactivity in here. Okay. Oop. I was talking about the PS3 bad and divided the fans badly. It really did. Well, and what I love though about the PS3 is that like at the end, especially if you really think about it, like the PS3 eventually play some Mario Kart before heading to bed. All right, Princess Peach, I appreciate you coming out of the game and hanging out with us for the little bit of time and bringing so much knowledge. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Whoop. Enjoy Mario Kart. Anyway, the PS3, while like it started off really bad, it eventually picked up steam and actually ended up selling better long term than the 360 did, which is incredible. Yeah, it was because of the high initial price that fans were divided. Oh yeah. Yeah, not only that, the fact that like they tried to push like that 6-axis stuff on there, that was really bad. They're I see something up there. I see something up there. I 100% agree. I mean, that's my entire philosophy when it comes to like getting games anyway, and game systems is to like wait until they get cheap, and then buy them as much as you can. Because like a good example, like I just got a PS4. Like I just got a PS4. That's fun. And I did because like they're cheap now. And I picked up like a ton of games. Catball can tell you this also. Picked up a ton of games for not a lot of money. Just because it was so cheap. Which is great. I love it. And I also think like the reality of Sony back in like 2006 was very different than the way they are now, where like they're actually focused on like they're focused on making cool exclusives. Before they're like, let's make exclusives, but also we can basically do whatever we want. I also think hiring Mark Cerny to design the yes, oh yeah, 100%. Because it was based on architecture that people could work with. You know, I mean, like having everything being. Oh, what? 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 How though? Oh, a thing. I see it. I see. Hey, hit me. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, so I want to talk about this real quick. This is actually really interesting. So the Emotion Engine of the PS2, the Emotion Engine was the graphics processing stuff based on the PS2, and it was really hard to program for, but because they came out a year earlier than everyone else, developers were so excited to work with it because it had so much, possibility. They were able to like master it. Not really, but like get really good at developing games for it before any of the other systems, like before the Xbox came out, before the GameCube came out, even though those were technically easier to work on, like the Xbox in particular was incredibly easy to work on, according to a lot of developers. But even though the PS2 was much more difficult to develop for, because it had such a head start, it really helped them long term, obviously. The PS3 they were like, well, we can make whatever we want because people will, the developers will pick it up and learn how to develop for it. The cell architecture didn't catch on as much as the Emotion Engine architecture. And so for whatever reason, developers just like didn't respond well. Probably also because like the 360 was already out for a year before the PS3 even like came out. And they were so used to having such an easy platform to develop for. They're like, why would we waste our money and time developing for a system that has an architecture that we're not familiar with and that we don't want to get familiar with, And so then when the PS4 came out, they're like, okay, well, we can't do that again because that really messed us up last time. And so that's when they got Mark Cerny to come in and make everything basically, everything based off of base 64, normal, or X2. What is it? I forget what it is. It's normal, like, it's normal development stuff essentially versus hyper specific development stuff, which is really nice. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. That was the whole reason that like the Xbox and the Xbox 360 were so used to develop for, because it's basically just a PC. They're basically just hyper specific PCs. And so then Sony figured out that they needed to do that, and bingo, we got the PS4. Man, talking about PlayStation stuff really drives me out. But I 100% agree with you. Ken Kutaragi was too ambitious. I think so. Again, I mean, like if you go back and look at the PS2 though, like why wouldn't they do that? They had no incentive to not do that. Like they had a more complicated architecture, and they had like the PS2 is still the most sold or the most purchased system of all time. I think they just kind of were not resting on their laurels. Like they were trying like some cool stuff. But I think they overestimated how much developers would be like interested in learning the architecture. Shut up, game. No. Can I beat it in 100 seconds? Probably. Got him. I know I missed some stuff. It's fine. It's fine. I do think that they were too ambitious putting all of like the flash readers and like the compact flash memory card stuff on the front of the PS3. That was a huge mistake. That was just a waste of money. No one ever that I've talked to has like used the compact flash and like memory stick duo things on the front of the PS3. What a waste of everyone's time. What a huge waste of everyone's time. Here we go. What do I do? What do you think I do here? Get behind him? There it is. Weird. USB storage? No, it was like compact flash storage. It made no sense. It was like not. It was like it was used in like photography and stuff, but like not much else. Come on, game. Get in there. Then hit him again. What is happening? Am I missing something? Do I have to hit him again? I have to hit him again. Or just let him run at it. Nope. No. That is a fourth wall. got him again. Oh. Maybe? Come this way. That just pumped him out. Yeah, that guy hit him again. That's it. We got it. Making it too complicated. I was like, oh, I gotta like knock him in and like, no, it's way easier. Sean Layden felt like someone you could have a drink with. Same with Reggie. True. Same thing with Phil Spencer. So I like Phil Spencer. I think, again, I think that like, man, I'll tell you one thing. I've said this a 1,000 times, Morris. I think people are yeah, the Game for Kids. Thank you. I think people are sleeping on the Xbox stuff at this point. Because like the Xbox One had such a poor launch. Gotta remember that. Yeah, I know. I think like the Xbox One had such a poor launch that people like think the Xbox Series consoles are gonna have the same like problems. But like, I think they're gonna really step some stuff up here in the next like year or two. You've never been a fan of Phil Spencer? Why not? Why not? I respect it. I'm just curious. It just is like his air of like pomposity. I admit he's done some good things. I think he's helped the brand more than oh gosh. What was the guy's name before? I've mentioned him before. I think that the guy who launched the Xbox One was potentially the worst thing from... What was his name? He left like 3 months after the Xbox One launched, and he ended up working for Zynga, and then they fired him within like a year. What is his name? I don't like him at all. Mario again, Bill. Bill, you do know the point of this stream is for me to play games that like I've not beaten, right? Did you know that? I feel like you missed that. Because Reggie and Sean Layden had an aura about them, and when they got on stage. Nah, I didn't know that. That's what I'm doing, Bill. Cat ball. Anyway, the guy who launched the Xbox One, he came into Xbox like halfway through the 360, and he was like the primary reason that they started going to like Don Matrick. Gosh, screw Don Matrick. He's the worst thing that ever happened to Microsoft or Xbox specifically. Don Matrick is a joke, an absolute joke. Yeah, Don Matrick screwed it up, man. Big time. Because he was responsible for like all of the Kinect, like all that momentum that like the 360 had at the beginning of its life. He was the one who killed all that in favor of the Kinect. He was the reason that like the Xbox 360 ended worse than it started. And he was the reason the Xbox One was focused on media consumption. You left the Xbox because of Red Ring of Death? That's completely fair. I luckily never had any, like me and Bill never had any issues with that. Luckily, but like I had multiple friends who dealt with that. So, no you didn't. When did you have that? You never had that. No, they wouldn't have taken it if it was broken. I took it and sold it to get the newer model so that we would have one that actually functioned. Did it? You had a lightning strike cause a Red Ring of Death for you? Struck our backyard. Oh. I didn't know that, Bill. I forgot about that completely. With the PS3, that's fair. I think like the more I play PS3 games, the more I'm like, man, these are really solid. Your dad had it as well. Never again buy an Xbox because of that. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, you know, they lost your loyalty on that one. I get it. I feel that, and like they've not. To me, my biggest thing with like the Xbox at this point is that like they have not demonstrated why people need to pay for them at this point, other than Game Pass. Game Pass is like the one thing where they're starting to like actually build some loyalty back, I think. Only ever buy PlayStation and Nintendo. Again, I think that's completely fair. Completely fair. Let's go. Give me that star. I've missed the other two. What is your Morris, what's your favorite franchise on the oh gosh. On the PlayStation? What's your favorite PlayStation franchise? There it is. I have a soft spot for I guess that's not really their franchise anymore, but like Metal Gear Solid is such a like it's so tied to. Yeah, go for it. Of course. You can do a reboots. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. God of War. Nice. That's a good franchise. That's a good that's a good game too. I have not, that's another one I haven't beaten. I'll be playing on this stream at some point. I have it, but I have not beaten it. I have too many games. The whole main problem with like one of the reasons I started streaming was because like I have too many games and I need to beat them all. Anything you want within limits. Only if your name's Catpaw, really. I only put limits on Catpaw. Cause she's abusive to me. She bullies me. Hey, spin jump, baby! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Rude. Yeah, but kind of true. Hey, give me that skate. Let's go. Come on, give me that skate. God of War 2018. Not a fan until that game. Fair. Bill Ukes being mean again. You can't prove it. I think Bill left. Did Bill leave? Bill. Bill. No, Bill. Come back, Bill. Did his computer die? His computer might have died. Oh, he's here. Okay. Whew. No! They rebooted the franchise correctly? Yeah, I agree. They didn't do Crackdown 3. I didn't say anything. You can't prove it. There's not a recording of this. I'll be honest, I wasn't listening. True brotherly loyalty. Big fan of Batman Arkham Knight. Specifically Arkham Knight? Wow. Not even just like the Arkham series. Because I really like the Arkham series. In general. But to have someone say like I specifically like the Arkham Knight, the Arkham series, okay. Fair. Fair. Because I think it's really hard to like just one of the Arkham games. I feel like if you like one of them, you like most of them. You know what I mean? Classic Bill. Classic Bill. Bill, what's good, man? What you been up to? Oh, hello. Arkham Knight was the main reason you upgraded to a PS4. Fair. Very fair. Oh, I can zoom a zoom. Here we go. Woo, got it. Mario Kart driving an ice skate. Truly, we live in the best timeline where this game exists, right? Nothing's new, it's Wednesday. Fair. Fair. You also in a PS5 now? I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I mean, like, my whole philosophy is to wait to buy game systems until they become, like, borderline irrelevant. But even still, I'm like, man, that'd be cool. You got rid of it entirely? I have a friend who also got rid of his PS4. I actually bought it from him. And that's what I've been using to play. It's pretty great. Big fan. PS5 is backwards compatible. True. True. Is it backwards compatible with all games, or is it? And it's software emulation, correct? Or is it running? Yeah, I knew it wasn't backwards compatible with any of those other ones. Doesn't matter. I have a cat suit. I'm gonna get to the top. Do you know if the PS5 backwards compatibility is emulation, or is it like a hardware-based solution like the original PS3 was with PS2? Just curious. That's a very, very, very specific question also. You get too attached to your game systems? I do too. I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4. I literally have 5 plugged in at all times over here. It is, and they're all HDMI, which is crazy. The PS4 with the Nintendo skin also. True. It's incorporating some of the differences, old CPU and GPU in the new. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. I want not you and not you, so I can have these two. Perfect. Because like the original PS3 had an entire PS2 graphics processing unit directly on the board, like the very, very first version of it. And then they tried to do some sort of like halfway emulation thing. Once it's in there, they can't remove. Right. Interestingly, not many people know this, but every PS3 is backwards compatible with PS1 games. That was not a feature that they ever removed. Interestingly enough. So if you have a PS1 disc and you want to play it on your PS3, you can. At just whenever you want. Any version of the PS3 also. Doesn't even have to be a new one. Give me the stamp. Yeah. Xbox 360 wouldn't take my GameCube games. Yeah, that is rude. Why would they do that? Man, gosh. Can't believe them. You should call... Hey, Ethan, you should call Microsoft about that. I think that seems like a bug. Seems like a glitch. The Wii can play... Yes, true. Not all the Wiis. Not every version of the Wii. But the most of them can. Most of the super common ones. Whoop. So you employ what PC does to allow you to play older games on PS5. Ah, nice. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Once you get a 360, you never go back? Yikes. All right, well, this is my life now. Are we here? Did we make it? We did it. Yeah. Ethan, not only do we appreciate innuendo, we encourage it. So thank you. Sue Microsoft. So PC, CPU, and GPUs incorporate any of the differences. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying, Morris. That makes sense. I have a 360. I prefer PS consoles. Fair. Fair. I am not here to tell anyone that they have to play on specific systems. I'm just happy that people play games. Generally speaking. That's how they play older games. That makes a lot of sense. And again, because the architecture is so uniform, similar, it's generally speaking hard to get some sort of incompatibility. You'll sue Microsoft after getting this class action lawsuit against Gorilla Glue. Fair. You can just style your hair with it, right? I think I got that one. Money in the bank. Got him. Got him. Oh, Lord. Oh, come on. PlayStation just incorporated any of the differences in the PS4 architecture into the PS5. That makes a lot of sense. Good old Mark Cerny doing it again. So it can play PS4 games. That makes a lot of sense. Two more. This is the fun one. And it can never, unless they update the board. Unless they update the board. If they update the board, then it can, but I doubt that they would. Got it. Woo! Just leave it to Mark Cerny. Yeah, fair. I mean, like, it worked, right? Like, the PS4 absolutely crushed the Xbox One. It crushed it. It crushed, like, I remember some people trying to be like, I don't know, I think it's not going to work very well. I'm like, guys, it focuses on games? It focuses on games? It's incorporated into the system on a chip. Really? Oh, well, yeah, then it can't ever be removed. You're right. Oh, so it's more like the way the PS2 did it. I see. Interesting. Well then. Good news for PS5 fans, right? And PS4 fans. Was this the PS1 emulation? No, I'm talking about the PS1 backwards compatibility on the PS2. That could have been on a chip. That could have just been on the motherboard as well, though. Not 100%. Not 100% on that one. Boom, boom, boom. PS2. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Mark Cerny's got us covered. Okay, thanks. Give me that. That's really interesting. It's really interesting. I did not know that. Thank you, Morris. You learn something new every day, right? Very cool, though. Very cool, though. And I think, like, honestly smarter for Sony to support their backward stuff, to support their consoles long term like that. What is this? What is this for? Why would I do that? Both AMD and Sony figured out a way. Right. Got him. All right, later, Ethan. Appreciate you stopping by, bud. Mark Cerny said it when they did a deep dive into the tech of the PS5. Again, that makes total sense to me. Total sense. That man knows what he's doing. That man knows what he's doing. All right, boom boom is not a problem. See? That wasn't the same as the breakdown that they did with like when the guy took the PS5 apart, was it? That was a different stream. Just kidding. Ignore me. That was a completely different stream. He said once it's added, they can't remove it, unlike the PS3. I see. I see. Well, thanks, Mark Cerny. Bum bum ba bum. Bill, I'm really confused how like the Xbox had Red Ring, and that's why I took it in, because like I was like convinced that it was still working fine. Like I don't know why they would have given me so much money for a broken system like that. Leave it to him to find a way to make backwards compatibility for PS4 happen. True. Bill, did you hear what I asked? I was talking about. I'm just shocked that the 360 that we had a Red Ring on it when I traded it in. I just don't remember that at all. I'll be honest, I wasn't listening again. Tell him what I said. Look at what Morris said. Listen to Morris. Morris has got it on lock, okay? All right, on to World 7. I'm listening, boss man. PS5 system on a chip. Bill does not care about that, unfortunately. I listened to you. I heard what you said. I don't believe Bill cares, though. It is quite cool, though. I agree. Boss time, baby. What's this? What are you? Who are you? Oh. What is the PS5 system on a chip you speak of? I know. That's Bill's whole MO. Bill's like, I swear I'm listening. But are you? I did not like that noise. Hey, take it easy. Oh, I see why. All right. Whoop. Hoo-ha. One more. Big jump. Here it comes. Got him. It's cool to do a deep dive on how the tech works. Yeah. I'll have to look that stream up again, Morris. Check it out. That sounds really cool, actually. Bonk. Bonk City. My 4 boys. My 4 sons. Game for children. When Mark Cerny said it, it took me a second to realize that what he was meaning. Yeah. I feel like that happens a lot with a lot of what Mark Cerny says, though. That man is quite smart. Bill, are you listening? Bill, hello, Bill. Come in, Bill. Bill, tell us your favorite Xbox 360 game. Well, I'm asking you a question. What's your favorite Xbox 360 game? And what's your current favorite Xbox game? The only problem, Modern Warfare 2, of course. Ooh, neat. The only potential problem, Morris, is if the PS, again, it's not the case at the moment, but if potentially the PS5 ends up being too expensive to produce, it's not, but having that built into the system at the system level makes it difficult to take it, and because it's so difficult to take out, it could pose a problem. But again, I don't believe that's going to happen. Well, that guy's annoying. No, I know. I'm talking about like the entire system overall. It's not, I know it's not. This is a very, very hypothetical, very not real scenario. Right. Right. Hello. One more one up, just in case. And its GPU just understands PS4 hardware. Right. There it is. Take it easy. Got him. Right, which is, I mean, again, great news for people who like backwards compatibility. And I think it sets a good precedent also. Can you be angry? Cat Paw, you can be whatever you want. Tell me what's up. What did work do now? Is it work related? It doesn't have to be, but you know, I kind of figured it was. Be angry. Bonk. Got him. That was fun. I liked that. Oh, no. That is not ideal. He's going to have to buy you a new one, right? Like, I know how that game works. I know how that game works. It's like I create a new CPU and GPU, but I can also have the new chips understand the older hardware on how the chip. Right, exactly. Exactamundo. Hey, take it easy. Nope, that's gonna hurt. Boom. Got him. Got him. All right. Boom. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Morris. But the way that they're doing it, PS5 style, again, I love the fact that it's setting a good precedent for the industry at large, for Sony to say, look, we value backwards compatibility enough to like make it part of our new system's entire identity in a way that makes financial sense, because that was the whole problem with the PS3. Was it like, yeah, they added backwards compatibility, but it didn't make financial sense because the system didn't sell. Right? So the fact that they're doing it now in a way that like it actually can work long term, and I think that was also a byproduct of them having the PS4 be so much easier to develop for, that it becomes less of a problem to like move it forward. Because like, that was the whole problem with the cell architecture and the Emotion Engine. The Emotion Engine was super complex, and then the cell architecture was even more complex. So moving those forward is borderline impossible without having the chip on board. But that other way, not so much. Boop, 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 boop. Where is this? There we go. Right, right. Keeping everything real close makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Very good precedent. I'm also really glad that like the Xbox is doing that. I would love it if Nintendo did that, but the reality is they're just going to make a lot of money off of their games forever. So, you know, like they don't really need to. My goodness. This is a level and a half. Oof. Oh, whoops. I turned. This game is cheating. This game is cheating. No, I understand. I understand what you're saying. It's just it's on the hardware level. Without being specifically tied to specific hardware. I'm with you. No! Fine. Fine. Mark's already is better than me explaining. Well, I mean, he did build it, so that makes a lot of sense. It'd be really bad if he couldn't explain it. Right? Why? 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 Yeah, no, Morris, I'm tracking you. I'm tracking you. I'm right there with you, I promise. Right. Oh, why? Why? Game hate me. Game hate me. We got a few lives. We got a few lives. Here we go. Good jump. Solid jump overall. Here we go. Just bring it around town. Bring it around town. There it is. What a level. Whew. Man. This level has zero chill. This level has zero chill. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. All right. What's next? What we got? Perfect. I need more hats. You're hungry. What are you going to get? What are you going to eat, Bill? Do I follow you in terms of the PS4 stuff? PS4 on PS5 stuff? I do follow you, Morris. I do follow you. You don't know? What do you... I mean, like, if you're hungry, figure it out, bro. I know Bill doesn't follow you.
Let's go.
But I work with computers for I work with computers for a living, so I tend to keep up with some basic tech jargon better than most. It's so cool to hear that. Yeah, that is really cool. Goodbye, spiny boy. Yes, I have heard of the 5Gs, Bill. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, look at that. Yes, let's go. These levels got, like, immensely more interesting. 5 gold cats. Basically. Whatever happened to 3G? Do you want the real answer or the fake answer? You want the real answer or the fake answer, Bill? Because I can tell you exactly what happened to it, but I don't think you care. You want the real answer? Both. Fake answer is that everyone figured out that it was mind control, so they got rid of it. Real answer is they phased the signal and towers out. That's it. It literally just became too expensive to maintain, so most people who had 3G towers just turned them off and upgraded to 4G towers. It's not that exciting. Sounds cool though. Ooh. What do I think about what you said about the PS5 tech? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I appreciate the fact that they're setting the precedent of having easily accessible backwards compatibility. I appreciate that. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Yeah, stamp time. Let's go. Woo. Xbox forced their hand, forced Sony's hand. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, they did. That's why I'm like I appreciate the fact that like most consoles are like moving that direction, because I really want Nintendo to do that too. I really want to be able to like small boys all the time. Dang it. There we go. There we go. Did I do all of them? Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, cool. This is going to be great. Get out of here. Bye. Cat Paw, have you forgiven Adam for his discretions against your brownie pan? That's what I need to know. I just need to make sure. Whoop. Whoop. Stop it. But Nintendo did something different than backwards compatibility. They did a hybrid console handheld. True. But I still think it should be possible for them to, at the very least, have their back catalog more than simply just Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games available on the system that they have at the moment. Like, it's powerful enough to be able to basically run anything in their backlog. And I would love to be able to, like, either purchase them or, you know, something else. Just play them in some capacity. Like, imagine being able to play, like, Smash Brothers on Nintendo Online, like the original one. I'm really bad at this right now. Turns out playing later levels in Mario games and also talking about, like, really intricate technical stuff can be difficult. Who'd have thunk? Get out of here. No. There we go. There we go. Boom. 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 Get. Nope. Ooh, that was close. Y'all saw that. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can we get a checkpoint, please? Just a checkpoint, please. I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. No need to rush. We don't need to be in a big time rush. We're fine. We are absolutely chilling right now. Like no problems. Look at that. Easy. Bye. Got him. And we're chilling, and we're chilling. And we are chilling still. There we go. Technology. Bill, that's your forte, right? The techs. You're gonna help mom access the Shazam application. I don't have to do that anymore. You got me covered there. So you're telling me when mom calls me asking for technology help, I can finally be like, just give Bill a call. He told me he'll take it. She's got that country education, boomer age. Yeah, she does have both of those. That is true. Yeah, you can't. You are correct about that. You are correct about that. There we go. Boom, boom. I want this. Leave me alone, bullies. Oh, that was way too easy. Man. Can't fix that. That might be the rudest thing you've ever said, Bill. You're not inaccurate, it's just rude. Man. Dry. We're dry. It's big facts, though. I mean, yeah. You're not wrong. We're very nice people, Capwall. Capwall, you never answered my question. Did you forgive Adam? Has Adam been forgiven? Or is he still, like, in trouble? Let's play the lotto. Let's go. Get some more lives. Quick, speed run. Wow. You won't bring it up? Hell, he didn't know. Okay, good. Very, very kind of you. Very kind of you. Saving. Yeah, there we go. All right, what do we take out? Take out this guy. Take out this guy. I don't like this guy. This guy is new. I don't like him. Just get a punishment for cooking chicken type stuff. There you go. Bill, if you're hungry, go eat something. Oh, new. This is a new friend. Having spaghetti and meatballs. Chocolate covered strawberries? Yo. You were describing all the stuff that like Bill I'm sure would love to eat. Making Bill so sad. A what? An aphrodisiac? I don't know if they are. They might be. Aphrodisiac. Sometimes walked 15 kilometers a day, so I don't need a diet. True. True. We don't want Fat Bill. Bill doesn't want Fat Bill. So if Bill doesn't want Fat Bill, we don't want Fat Bill. Put that in miles. Oh gosh. Just ask Google. Google will tell you. I'm an American. Oh, cool. Hey, none of that. None of that. I'm a Canadian. So are some other people in the old chat. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. There it is. This is significantly harder than the other one that we did. All right. All right. Fellow Canadian friend. Grab it, grab it, grab it. No, 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 no. Bad, bad, bad. Bad. Bad, 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 bad. No, 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 no. Come on. I know, game. Come on, game. No, 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 no. No! What was that nonsense that I just did there? I heart Canada. We all heart Canada. Our northern neighbors. We love and appreciate them. Give me some more ammo. There we go. Run, 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 run. Canada is sus of Bill. I mean, yeah, I'm with Trudeau. I wouldn't either. If I'm honest. Knowing what I know of old Bill here. Got him. That was close. It's like minus 40? Y'all live in like a hellscape. Like an actual frozen hellscape. That is amazing. It was like 65 degrees here yesterday. 65 Fahrenheit. It was like nice. I was chilling. Underwater seems fine. As Randy Jackson would say, that's going to be a no for me, dog. You know how, like, some underwater levels are, like, really cool, and then others aren't? I feel like this is going to be a not cool water level, just based off of, like, nothing in particular. Ooh, I didn't know I could do that. That's nice. The Texas of Canada. Oh, hello, Star. Here we go, here we go, here we go. You're Ontario. Nice. I don't know where those are in relation to one another. Taking a break from Naruto. Welcome back. We're talking about how much Canada is so cold. How cold Canada is. My G. My dude, my doggy. Sir Cat Paws from Ontario. Oh, all right. That was a cool move. It's a cool move I did there. Yes, Sir Catpaw is. She is not Sir Catpaw. There it is. There we go. Ba-dum, bow, ba-dum, bum, bow. The movement's so good in this game, though. It's so good. Yes. Ah! I am girl. Am girl. Am famal. Leave me alone, Koopa. Am boy. Sort of gave it away. True. True. What up? What up, Blooper? I hate bloopers. Bloopers might be one of the worst Mario enemies of all time. Agreed? I mean, not necessarily. Yeah, see? No, 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 no. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Can't get in there. I would love a power-up, though. Game, I would love a power-up. Hey, Game. Game, would love a power-up. Remember how I said this was going to be like not a cool level? I was 100% right. I was 100% right. Can't go. I feel that. Yeah. Ooh, we moving now. I'm just trying to blaze through this level as fast as I can. I don't like it at all. This is not a good level. This is a bad level. That was real close. All right. Can I get a power up? Yes, I can. Bazinga. Oh, it's over there. Here we go. Here we go. Oop, gotta get the stamp. Stamp time. Stamp time. Stamp life. Yeah. Yeah. Damage boost. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. I tried to move it with Callow. She put in a bad word. It's easy to do, Bill. Easy to do. Border doesn't know. I guess it probably wouldn't be wise to attempt it, right? Probably, and least of all right now. Least of all right now. So that everyone having everything locked down.
Let's go.
This level is gonna be tight. Want to get a pardon before you can try it? I think that makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. Come on. There we go. What is over here? Aha! Secrets! That makes sense, Morris. That makes sense. Come. Ooh. Well, that didn't work at all. Why would I go up here? What does this bring? What does this bring? Oh gosh. Okay. Just falling apart at the seams here. There, we got it. Oh, good. Chemex. I love Chemex. Did I say I love Chemex? I hate Chemex. Here we go. Yes. Yes. Oh. My precious. Is there a thing? No. There's not. There is not. Okay. That's sus. Can I jump on you? I can! Alright. Bonk. Bonk. Man, I don't need to kill all these guys, but like, why wouldn't I, right? Right? Can I? Do you think I could? No, I have to have a thing, right? I have to have a thing. That's all right. That's all right. We got all the puzzle pieces for the cool spot. Here we go. Oh, good. So it is good that I beat all those guys, because this would be a real pain otherwise. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. This is not ideal. Okay, it stopped. No, maybe not. Bingo. Bingo. Ba-da-ba-bam-bam-bam. Bam. Peace and blessings, young children. Are you out of here, Bill? You gonna get some food? What you gonna get? Tell me your food choice. Before you go, Bill, food choice, go. An apple? Lame. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, yes, best level. Let's go. Captain Toad. Bye, Bill. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh. What? What am I doing here? Don't take me up. Aha! I did it. What did I do? Dylan, what did I do? Alberta is a 3-hour plane ride from Ontario. Kind of helps distance. That's true. What did I do? Dylan, what are you talking about? You can't just come in here like blasting accusations and then not tell me what it is. I did the live sheet. Yeah, that's true. I did do that. Yeah, you're not wrong there. I did do that. I got even more. I didn't think we had enough. I just wanted to make sure. Dylan and maybe Stowe. Probably not Stowe though, because I mean, which account is he gonna ask about or like, you know, pop in with? Sean is a tired boy. I've heard of poutine here, Morris. So I assume most Canadians have heard of it. The fact that I've heard of it and I don't live in Canada. Never played this for Wii U. Is it worth getting on Switch? Probably. Mostly because I am playing it on Wii U because I'm not cool enough to get like an advanced copy. But like this game is very good. It's very good. Sin Clairvoyant. So I would highly recommend it. The fact that they made it a little bit faster, the fact that they added like a whole other like part to it. I think it's going to be like a must-buy. Like a top 10 recommendation on the Switch. Which is saying something, because like the Switch has some incredible games already. Is the Bowser's Fury thing a whole other game? I don't think it's a whole other game. Like a full game. But it's got, from what I've seen of reviews, it's like a pretty significant chunk that like probably wouldn't have worked by itself as its own game, but they added it in, and it's, you know, it looks like it's a lot, if that makes sense. But no, I have not played it yet. I have not played it yet. I plan to pick it up on Friday, but since I already had the original version, I was like, well, I haven't beaten this yet. Maybe I should beat this before the new one comes out. And it's a blast. Which, you know, it's a Mario game, so kind of makes sense. You're going to get it on Switch? Yeah. Sin, are you thinking about getting it on Switch? You thinking about picking it up? I assume so. I assumed so, but, you know, just curious. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ordering it through Amazon. There you go. Bum, bum, bum. Probably. Nice. Nice. Do you have a favorite Switch game at the moment? Is there a specific kind of Switch game that you really gravitate to? Or is it just kind of like anything that comes out, you're like, yeah, it's probably gonna be good. I have some friends who are like, I don't care what it is. If it comes out on Switch, I'm gonna get it. What do I do here? Ah, that. Haha. Woo. Woo. I hate this a lot. I don't like these men at all. These are bad men. No, no. Stay off. Woo. Mario Maker for real. What a great game. What a great game. Oh, I got a sprint for it. Okay. Get. These guys are the worst. Holden asked me earlier, we had someone in chat earlier asked if I would do a Mario Maker stream. And if y'all got some levels, hit me up. Try to make it a thing. I love that game. I love that, and this game is like equally as fun in my opinion. Not quite as endless, but obviously, but still really good. A very underrated Mario game. You're streaming? I thought you were going to go get food, Bill. What are you streaming? Are you streaming yourself playing Rocket League and bullying people? Because I don't really think I want to watch that. That sounds like not a great time. Stamp time! Gotta get the stamps for Miiverse, everybody. It's gonna be real fun when I show all my cool friends my cool stamps from my favorite game, Mario 3D World. There it is. Get out of here. Get out of here. Whoa! Forgot about that. Whoa! Whatever, bye. Bye. Bye, idiot. Bye. I saw something down there. I see it. Do you see that? Y'all saw it. Look at that. They're trying to trick me again. Trying to trick me again. Give me the power up. Get out of here. Woo! I wonder if stamps are in the Switch version. They are, Dylan. They are. I can tell you how they work too. They're added to what's it called? Photo mode. They're part of photo mode. Whatever. So you can like push down on the D-pad at any point in the new version, and it kind of freezes the frame, and you can move the camera all the way around it and take a picture with a bunch of different filters. Kind of the way like it worked in Odyssey. And then the stamps, you can add the stamps to the world, which is pretty cool. It's not the coolest thing in the world, but you know, it works. It works. Yeah. I thought it was a really good idea for like the way that they wanted it to work, you know, because like stamps were such a huge part of this game specifically that like if they didn't add them, it would have been like, it just kind of would have missed something, because they add them in, they put them in such random places that it's just cool. It just works. Ooh. Uh-oh. Jump. Not at me. Jerk. See that? Do you see that guy? What a jerk. Hey. None of that. Hey. Nah. I'll take that. I'll take that. Who are you? I don't know this guy at all. I don't like him, though. All right. Give me another basketball. Soccer ball. Haha! Easy. Can I jump this? Hold on. Yes, I can. Just gotta be good at it. Stamp time, baby. The only thing we care about in this game are stamps. Care about nothing else. Stamp life. Cut it out. Cut it out. Did you see that Joker? See him? He was like, I'm gonna get him. Little did he know who he was dealing with. Little did he know who he was dealing with. Oh, good. My screen went to sleep. Are we good? We're still good. Run! Nope, not gonna happen. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Run still. We're good. Oh, we're dead. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. I don't know, Dylan. All right? I don't know. We're good. Are we good? Can you still see me? Hello? Hi. Are we good? It hates me a lot. It wants me to not have a good time sometimes, and I can't fix it. It's just the screen also. It's got nothing to do with the computer. It's just my screen. Everything's good? Good. It drives me crazy. I wish I knew why it did that. It just does. It just sometimes it does. I know. Tell me about it. I mean, it's doing a lot. Like, I'm working from it. I'm streaming from it. I'm editing from it. doing a lot from it, all right? Like it just has a lot of things on its plate. What I need to do is figure. Like, I think the problem is like I'm not moving my mouse on like the second screen because like the way that I have it set up, I have a screen here, and that's where y'all are. Hello everyone, and then a screen here where I play all my games. But I have a bunch of systems over here that are routed to both screens, and this screen, the one that I play on, is where the capture card is. So the input, the HDMI input into this screen is the capture device. But the other input is a display port, which is where my computer is plugged in. So I have to switch when I'm playing a console to the HDMI input. Smart, right? The problem is if the computer detects that like I haven't used one of the screens in a while, it'll turn it off. And I've checked to make sure I have like all of the power and screen settings like correct in Windows and like on the display itself, but like it just goes away sometimes. Don't fully know why. That's all right. It's all good. Got him. Come on, Bowser. Is this supposed to be like... Oh, game for children. Game for children. Guys, remember, this is a game for children. So it should be okay. It should be kind of easy. It's supposed to be. It's okay that we're in our 30s and playing a game meant for children. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. We're really good at the game. There it is. He do gamer, he do game. This is true. Bowser's mad now. He's putting 4 of them out. Boom. That's okay. I appreciate the comfort. Oh. Bowser is no bueno. There we go. We got it. Cool. All right. All right. Do we start it over? Yeah, we do. Can you throw a soccer ball, please? Oh, good. Can you throw one not directly at the fire? Nah. It's going to be directly at the fire, isn't it? Nah, it's going to be it's directly at the fire. Soccer ball. I would love a soccer ball. Hey, Bowser. Hey, Bowser. Anytime. Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. Let's get one more soccer ball in there. One more explosive soccer ball that he just so happens to have on his person. There it is. And we're good. And we're good. All right. It's very compelling gameplay. Good kick. There it is. Shut up, game. Shut up, game. Uh-oh. We killed Bowser. Long live the king. Oh, he's not dead. Ethan and Jay would be proud. True, they would, actually. You're right. My FIFA training came in handy. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine, Dylan. Hey, it's the last one. Well, for now... Secrets. I don't want him to be fine. I want him gone. He's terrorized our kingdom for too long. Kill him. That's going to be the Waluigi game. Uh-oh. Bowser's back, everybody. He took him again. This is my submission for PogChamp. Did that work? He's got jar hands. Hands for jars. We can make a UkeChamp emote. UkeChamp. We did it. All right, hold on. Wait for it. Stuff's gonna freak out. Give it a second. Everyone calm down. Okay. All right. We're good here. Whoa. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. Then you come here. No, we're fine. We're fine. Shh, 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 shh. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everyone calm down. We're going to be fine. We're good. No, nope. Both of you, quit trying to incite panic. We're good. We're good. Listen, music. See, we're fine. Enable. Enable. Look at that. We're back. Are we good? Are we good, by the way? Are we fine? It's the only option. Everyone scream fire. Go. I think I need to like have like one of those programs that like has my mouse move slowly on the other screen that is now currently taken up by the game. Cause like sometimes Dylan, sometimes like if I just have my mouse on this screen, it works fine. Other times it just like absolutely loses its mind. And I don't know why. But that's okay. We're just gonna play this game. Here we go. Here we go. Computers do be crazy. This is true. This is true. Cool level though, huh? Right? There it is. Bowser stole Eggman Land. Bonk. Bonk. There it is. World Bowser. Where's the map? Cool. Cool. And this is the last world, which I think we can beat tonight. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we'll see. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe. We will see. The music is rad, though. The music is very rad. I agree. Get out of here. Gotta be somebody else to get up there, I bet. Ooh, or do this. Hey, get out of here. Look at that. Look at that. This is why this cat suit is amazing. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. Yes. This map looks cool. Yeah, I agree. This level is reminding me of Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey's real good. Odyssey's pretty good, huh? I think, honestly, Dylan, like, I think you will enjoy this game a lot. Like, if, for anyone who has, like, a soft spot for, the 3D Mario games, I think this is an underrated game, legit. playing some Fuser on PS5. Nice. It's a fun game too. Got that good. There's good DJ skills. Well, woo hoo hoo. Woo. Mad skills. Mad skills. Here we go. Get out of here. I'm sure I will. Sean and I are going to play it on stream and mess with each other. Oh, nice. I don't know if I could take y'all's chaotic energy in that game, though. Like, I feel like y'all would absolutely like make that just a little bit unbearable to play. Just a little bit. In the best way possible, by the way, just so we're clear. I mean, no disrespect by that. Gotta get that stamp. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. You could have a breakdown. This is true. I might. Play with Dylan. I might. I mean, like, you know, I haven't gotten an invite yet, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if they'd want me there. I wouldn't induce him to that torture. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's gonna be bad enough with you, right? Or for you, I mean. Bonk. 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 Well, that's not ideal in any situation that it goes all the way over there. We'll find another game for sure. Good. Dry bones are not my friend. I'm sus of anyone who thinks dry bones are cool. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Gosh, I'm just kidding. Boom. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Too late. That's fine. I don't mind defending you. Honestly. Like, if there's anyone I can defend, it's you. And Cat Paw. And Sean. And Holden. And Bill. Most people, really. Most of you fools. Bum, bum, bum. What do you mean? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? What? What's the problem? I am no fool. Oh, hello. Time for more Plessy. I like Plessy.
Let's go.
I did say fool, actually. I said y'all fools. But not in the way that, like, I think y'all are actually, like, foolish. I did. Oh, come on. I hate this. I hate it already. It is this music. It's the Super Mario 64 music. Whoa. Okay. Well, now we know, and knowing is half the battle, okay? Why do you hate good music? Turning your place into a club? Nice, Morris. Very nice. Oh, why? Game? Feels like I'm going crazy. He's playing Fuser. He's playing Fuser currently. It's that DJ game. Whoa, what in the world? You're already crazy. True. No. Oh, look at that. I hate this level already. I don't like it. Yuke agrees. I think you already know, Dylan. I think you already know. I just don't think you want to admit it to yourself yet. And you know, admitting you have a problem is the first step. You kill one duck. Yeah, I mean, true. True. I'm not wasting my time exploring this. Who cares? Here we go. Why? These levels are getting more and more annoying. I'm not into it. Not into it. Zach22911, thank you for the follow. Oh, hydrate? Pfft, yo, I got you. I got you. Hello, Zach. Welcome in. Hey, you know what? You know what? I'll allow it. Thank you for calling me a hoe. I know that's not what you meant. I know that's not what you meant. It's fine. It's fine. I appreciate the follow. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. How are you? Zach, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome in. This is not the new one. Sorry. It's still good though. Still good though. Hey, this is the cookie level. Everyone likes the cookie level, right? Am I going to get Super Mario 3D on Switch, or did I already? I have not yet, but I will. I will be getting it for sure. For sure. Okay, all right. Hey ho, hey ho. There it is. Yep, good. That was good. Like that. I'm 100% going to get it. This game is a bunch of fun. A bunch of fun. Are you going to get it? Zach? I hope so. This is a very underplayed game. It should be played by more people. It's really good. It's really good. And they added all that new cool stuff. Oh, well, yes, I will take this. Thank you. Quite helpful. Never heard of Fuser. It's kind of like, oh, it's pretty unique, honestly. I was going to say it's kind of like DJ Hero, but it's not quite. It's really unique. It's almost trying its best to be like an actual music production suite, if that makes sense. Like it's got some pretty unique tools in it to make stuff sound really good and to mix stuff really well. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That's a fast cookie. I see something up there. I see you up here. Oh, I was going to get there eventually anyway. Well, whatever. I'll skip it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Zach, do you have a favorite game on Switch? Do you have a favorite game on speedrunning? Is your favorite game? Oh, that's not Zach. That's Dylan. We don't care what Dylan has to say. I want to know about Zach's favorite game. Hint. You can play it early on Switch if you get on the eShop. It comes on the 12th. Oh, interesting. I like that. I saw an ability to like get a stamp down here, so I'm gonna go for it. We did it. Look at last part. In terms of the getting the game early. I'm gonna go in here. Come on. Get these ants out of here. We hate the ants. Bye, ants. Got no time for you, ants. Yes. Yes. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo. You can play early by downloading it? Yeah. I'm into that. I'll have to do that. Doing a wicked mix. That's sick. Big cookies. Why? I hate these guys. You're doing a big mix right now? Sick. Finish it off, man. Finish it off. Better get all those points. It's gonna be sick. Weak jump. Weak jump. Zach, I'm gonna have to do that for real. That sounds awesome. I had no idea that you could play it early like that, though. Thank you for the hot take, the hot tip. Big shout outs to Zach2291 for the 22911 for the hot tips. Like that. Morris, what songs are you messing with? What songs are you messing with? All right, I'm on the train now. Train time. Lego. These are some cool levels. I like this a lot, actually. Already pre-ordered tomorrow. And stream Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U if you stream tomorrow. Sick. Okay, all right. Hey, game. There it is. Thank you, game. And Jumperoni. Perfect. Bye, birds. Bye, birds. Hey, birds. See ya. See ya, birds. See ya, birds. I love this game. This is such a good game. Hey, bullies. Hey, bullies. I don't like you. You're bullies. Got him. Nice. Nice. Give me that. How, wait, oh. I was like, how am I supposed to get up there? All right. You like that the music changed underwater? That is really cool. Hey, jump. Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks. Where? I missed it. Where's the stamp? No. It's up there. My life. Shambles. Absolute shambles. I know, I saw it. It's fine. Blurg. This might be easier. No. Not quite. I saw it, I know. I saw that I missed it. There it is. She's this one. Aha! It's the solid one, and she has a pink shuriken. That's how you tell. That makes a lot more sense. The first time I played against her, I was like, how do I tell who this is? Real easy. In fact, it's almost as if this game might be made for like children 10 and under. Instead of 30-year-old men. But, whatever. Whatever. Too easy. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Bam, 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 bam. We did it. Dry as a bone over here. Goodness gracious. Wow. All right. How much more we got? There's a lot of stars. I know I'm missing a lot, but it's fine. It's fine. Hey, Cat Paw, I know we're missing a lot, all right? And Dylan, also. Like, come on. It's fine. We're good. Was that a Dry Bones? No, I would never make a Dry Bones joke. Dry Bones is a bad character. And anyone who likes him thinks it is wrong. I wasn't going to say it. I know you weren't. Another Plessy level? Alright. We'll do the Plessy level. We'll do it.
Let's go.
Now, I could make this game easier by playing as Peach. But, like, why? Or was I? I think you were. That sounds like the kind of thing you would do. Ooh, neat. See, I knew it. I knew it. All right. Ah, you see that? See them trying to be like, oh, you can't find the stamp. I found the stamp. Head to bed. Bye, Dylan. Bye, Dylan. Bye, friend Dylan. Look, we did it. You didn't think about it? I should have kept my mouth shut. Gosh, these water physics are just a dump and a half. They're not fun. Not great. Duck soul, Dylan. Oh, let me get this first. And then we're going to come back and we're going to get this thing up here. They made their own water physics? Yeah, basically. Basically. Plessy time, let's go. Get them coins. All right. So far, so good. Is that it? Well, that was lame. I don't think I enjoyed that one. Yes! More cat powers. Cat Paw, are you gonna get this game? Did we already talk about that? I don't think we've mentioned it. Oh, good. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. No, 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 no. Haha. The gamer instinct always succeeds. Except when it doesn't. Thinking about it, but full price Nintendo does hurt in Canada. Fair. Very fair. Very, very fair. There's something over there. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. We got what is it in full price Canada is like what, 80 bucks? 70 bucks? 70 loonies? Loonies and toonies? A lot of money. More money than you want to spend on a game that came out 8 years ago. I want to get my kitty stairs onto the bed. Fair. Priorities. Priorities. Small boys. Every time. Every time. Don't need that. Stairs cost 200? Excuse me? Still here? Good. Morris, how'd the set go? How was the set? Do I do that? Do I care about this one? Probably, right? Let's do the ghost stuff first. Let's do the ghost stuff first.
Let's go.
DJ name is Dead Rabbit. Nice. Oh, this one's cool. This is a scary one, too. This is like Luigi's Mansion right here. It's like 30 inches off the ground. Tall stairs are not cheap. Yeah, apparently. Man. They even have the Luigi thing. Because they knew this is going to be a Luigi level. What a great game. What a great game. For that alone. I killed a big boo. Yeah, the good music. Now, do you think that there's a star over here? Yes. Yes, indeed. Hey, Dry Bones? Chill out, please. Thank you. I'll take it. Hey, Dry Bones? Thank you. Dry Bones has no chill. No chill on Dry Bones. Don't care. Here we go. Oh, we got an elevator section and everything. Look everywhere. Oh, no. Nice try. Got him. Got him. Got a door and everything. No problems. Cool. Very good. Very good. Very good. Have I played Future? I have not played Future, but I've heard good things about it. Do you like it, Mortis? Is it worth picking up? Worth trying out? I like Harmonix games a lot, so I figured I probably would enjoy it. This one's too scary. This level's too scary. Hey, Dry Bones? Chill, though. Oh, all right. This is a good level right here. This is fine. Oh, good. It's good. It also has crossplay. Awesome. Ah, it's fine. We only lost the one life there. Only got the one lost life there. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. Totally fine. Everyone's... Hey, we're chill. Look at that. Easy. Let's kill all these ghosts. Got him. That's awesome, Morris. I'm glad you like it. I am glad you enjoy it. Got to be a little bit more proactive on this murder spree we're going to do on these Dry Bones up here. It's going to be a little bit more proactive. I think we got it. think we got it. I just jumped. I don't even have an excuse for that one. That was terrible. I don't even have an excuse for that one. I just like jumped off. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. Nope. Nope, not fine. Thank you. Truly a god gamer. 10 out of 10. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I call myself a gamer. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? All right, well, now it's going to be even harder because I can't float, but all right, whatever. It's fine. Got a few lives to work with, just a couple. We'll see if it's enough. I don't know. I don't know. It seems tough. I'm not standing down there this time because that was the problem. Probably. Bonk. Good. Yeah. It's going fine. It's going fine. Ah, we're good. We're good. Everyone be quiet. Everyone, hey, everyone chill. Everyone chill. Everyone chill out. We're fine. We're good. I could have gotten that. I don't care to. We're fine. Oh. I've never been so nervous in my entire life. Legit. Wow. Not fun. Do not enjoy. Do not enjoy. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Practice run is officially over at that point. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. What's over here? Whole bunch of nothing. Oh, hello. One of these cool, get a lot of, what are they called? Houses. Stars. That's the word I'm looking for. Here we go. No power-ups. This will be fun. Well, I say that and then immediately get a bunch of power-ups. I mean, like, there's more up here, right? Nope. Sure isn't. Interesting. All right. Okay. Making progress. I really like these levels. I'm a big fan of these levels. These are cool. Ah, I see. Like, how quickly can you get to the top? Super fast. That's how fast. And then I do them all again? Neat. Oh my gosh. There we go. Small new twists. But they're harder, yeah. I like it. Easy mode. Wow. That one was complicated. He gamer, he games. I mean, like, you know, whatever. It's like, you know. If only pretty Princess Peach were here to see me now. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Jump, jump. There we go. All right. I think we've got like 2 more levels. And then the game is beaten. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm just going to take it as normal Mario. Those mice are there to show me what to do. Thank you, mice. Thank you, mice. I'll stand here, thank you. I know you were waiting for that fireball to hit me. I know you were, Catball. I know you were. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. What's next? Hammer Brothers. Don't care about them. You make the block sad by stepping on it? Well, I mean, yeah. But, you know. Look at that face. That's a menacing face. This is not a face you should trust. I hate it. Dang it. Dang it. That face? Kinda, yeah. Kind of a Bill face, yeah. Ah, I just want the stamp. Give me the stamp. We want stamps. No stamp for me, though. I gotta have the cool power up for that. Or Princess Peach. And I have neither. I can see the resemblance. Yeah, well. He gives us a certain air, you know. Screw those guys too. I hate these boys. They're just giving me all the people I hate. It's almost like we're on like the last of the world or something. Or one of them. Hee hee. What other power-ups you got for me? Nice. Nice. Give me that. Well. Did that one backwards. That's alright. It's fine. Oh, good. Oh, that's fine. We can get the stamp. Stamp. We did it. Stamp. Stamp time. Our stamp friend. I hate these guys. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah. Now I just gotta not die immediately. That'll be fine. The movement on these is so awkward. It's so awkward, though. Whoa. It's so awkward. Look at this. Look at this patronizing thing they're giving me. Like this, by the way, this has not shown up because I've not had to like absolutely like be terrible to level. That is the invincibility flower where like they'll just do the level for you. Unbelievable. The patronization. Is that a word? No. I just want to beat this level. All I care about is beating this level now. I care about nothing else. No stamps. No stars. Nothing. Yeah. Nintendo's passive-aggressive, like, helpful abilities. Hey, we noticed that you died like 40 times. Would you be interested in this cool hat that makes it so that you beat the level instantly? No, Nintendo. No. I have it. Leave me alone. We're fine. It's just this guy is the most awkward thing of all time. Let us help you, child. Oh, are you joking me? It's so awkward. It's so awkward. I'm not... I mean, like, should I? Just to see? Yeah, let's see. What happens if I fall? Okay, you can die with it. Got it. Got it. Just wanted to see what would happen if I fell. We have a few lives, so we're fine. Oh, man. I'm not taking it. It makes you invincible to enemies. Yeah. That. So, like, you know, very useful in a level filled with lava. Very useful. Thanks, Papa Nintendo. Lava is an external enemy. Yeah, true. To all of us, really. There was a time in my life where I thought, like, lava and quicksand were going to be, like, way bigger problems than they actually ended up being. You know what I mean? I always thought, like, oh, you better watch out for quicksand. It'll get you. Untenable. Untenable. You can't jump. You immediately die. This game is trash. Just kidding. It's really good. I'm just very bad at it. Why did this difficulty spike so hard so quickly? I feel like the difficulty just went like directly up. I'll encounter a quicksand tomorrow. In my house? I hope not. I really hope not. Last world time to... Yeah, but like normally even in Mario games, it's not this drastic. Again, I just think that this is just a very awkward thing. Like that. Like I did that the same way I always do, and like that time I died. Okay. Fine. Fine. What happens if I just walk? I'm just gonna walk. I'm not gonna run. If that's the actual trick to it, I'm gonna be a little bit upset with Nintendo here. It seems like that's what it is. All right. Well. Okay. If you say so, Nintendo. If you say so. Rachel Quebec, hey. John, we got a bunch of quicksand. Like, what happened? Like, I don't know. I made some comment and the universe heard. God was mad. He was mad I kept dying on this one level. Like that! What in the world? It's always that stupid turn. I hate this game. This game is being a real jerk right now. Just like a real top 10 jerk. Specifically that one part. Don't care. Yeah, but actually though. Catball. It is messed up. Are they gonna just give me a mushroom? Yeah, cool, thanks. It's gonna be real helpful, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Cool, cool and good. All right, here we go. Oh, just take it slow. Oh, you don't say. Okay. Oh, all right. Why didn't I think of that? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. We did it. Never again. Hashtag never again. Woof. That was like Ori levels of me dying. Catball, that was before you showed up, but like when I played Ori in the Blind Forest, man. Talk about dying a lot. Oh, I have more? Oh, I have to do both of those? All right. Don't even mention Ori. I died so many times in that game. Oh, I have to do both of these first. Oh, okay. All right. You rage uninstalled it? You got to finish it. It's really good. It's worth finishing. I will say that much. It's definitely worth finishing, but there are some parts that are just like, woof. Woof. Here we go. What are we fighting? Oh, cool. Yeah. Sounds about right. Got him. All right. Holden made fun of you? Very rude. How rude. Also not shocking. Ooh. I always do. I'm just glad you're back. Hello, bud. We did it. All right, so that's one. That's one of the two bosses. You love to see it. Still watching Naruto. Bam, 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 bam. Wow. Nice. Nice. Yeah, apparently. Apparently, you're just waiting for you to be like, oh my gosh, this game. Histocrats. I like this guy. This guy's awesome. Cool. Would love to have a cat power up, but that's all right. That's fine. We don't really need it. Except we do, but that's okay. Oh, just a lady histocrat. I like this. Can I? How? There it is. There it is. There it is. Got the one. All right, all right, all right. Cool, 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 cool. You love to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Got him. Whew. All right, one more hit, then we take on Bowser. And then I go to bed. Boom. Boom. This is such a satisfying jump. This long jump is absolutely the most satisfying thing of all time. You cannot convince me otherwise. Give me that. Wow. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Just killing couples now? I mean, I got to finish it off, you know? Got to finish them off. Got just another one up, just in case. Just in case. We lost a few in that stupid ice block thing. Ah. Can we fight Bowser now? Bowser time? On my favorite level. This level? 170. Easy mode, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Great Tower of Bowserland. Oh gosh, yeah. That stupid level. Hey, look at this though. This is cool. I like this level. I say that at the very beginning. This one might be even harder. A lot of lava so far. Not a fan of that. Alright, that's good. Liking that. It's fine, it's fine. Okay. Less liking it now. I am gonna need one of these cat power-ups though. Here we go. Hey, jump. Come on down. You got it. Are you kidding me? Give me that cat power up. Shenanigans. There it is. There it is. Hello, Captain Toad. You got anything for me or no? All right. Well, Good to see you too, I guess. What is he doing here? What exactly is he doing here? There we go. All right. Yep. Captain Catball. Boom. We just fighting Bowser here? Is he gonna turn to the Cat Bowser? It's Meowser. Well, that's tight. Oh, gotta go up. You like the rain hitting the screen? Yeah, this is a cool level so far. Well, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. I'll take that, thank you. Move it, Meowser. Meowser is a bad cat. True. Stop scratching up the building, Bowser, Meowser. Whoa. Well, that was tight. Is there a cat power up or not? Okay. Music alone is worth it. All right. What is... Are there two of them? Oh, there's two of them. That was amazing. Give me a cat power up. There it is. There it is. So this is awesome. As I died. Gotta be more patient. Just gotta be more patient. Cat power up, let's go. Just wait. Yep, just wait right here. We're good. We're good. We're good. Good jump. Spay and neuter your Meowsers. Preach. There it is. There it is. Not ideal. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Don't like this. All right. Well, that one was cheap. That one was a little cheap. Goo. We keep going. There it is. Boom. Look at the anime. Oof. The anime slow-mo. I love it. Five mowers. Yeah, mowers. Yep, you got it. Here we go. To the... All right, are we dead? Give me the stamp, 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 stamp. Lasai. Are they gonna get caught again? Hi! That was weird. I hated that. Y'all are creepy. Don't know why I saved you now. You might be evil. Did it. We did it. Watch them be fully evil. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. That's the season 2 arc, you know? The real villain is the friends you made along the way. Hooray! Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 ba, ba. Ba, ba, da, ba. Ba, ba, da, ba. Ba, 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 bum, ba, dum, bum. Boom, 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 boom. Ba, 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 da, ba. If you can't dance to this music, like, you're dead inside, straight up. If people hear this and they're like, I don't really feel like moving my feet. Dead inside. Truly. Did you see Bowser in the bottle? That was pretty good. Look at the toads. It's Clunky's worst nightmare. Bowser's in a bottle. Oh, Satoru. Oh, Iwata-san. We miss Iwata-san. That was tight. Well, that was great. Oh, look, they're showing there's more to do. There's the spaceship above, right here. See it? There's extra levels. Okay. No thanks. Yeah. Got that stamp. Here they go. Secret time. Extra level time. Not for me time. They're just saying, like, go to World 1 or World 3 or whatever, whichever one that was. We'll do it to see it, but I'm not playing it. And you can't make me. Cat Paw. Lives lost 43. All of them on that one level, guaranteed. Guaranteed. That level would have been infinitely easier if I'd used Princess Peach. Here we go. Yeah. And where are we going? To the moon. So good. So good. Yeah, space, baby. A new world has opened. It's called Space World Star. There's like, I think star, triple star. I don't know. There's a bunch. All I know is that there's a bunch. Dang it. Dang it. Yes, now I do want to conquer the moon. Ugh. This stupid monitor sometimes. Okay. Well, the good news is we're done here. The bad news is I have to trick my computer. Everyone hold on. Cat Paul, don't panic. Don't panic, everyone. Don't panic. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. What? It's not even letting me anymore. It's like, no thanks. No, don't panic. No one we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Turn it off. Turn it back on. No, don't panic. Here it comes. Any second now. I know. Hey. Work. Hold on. I think we fixed it. We got it. We should be good. Hello? Hi. Welcome. Welcome back. It's a cool stream. Caphall, you gotta say yes. All right, good. Woo! Woo! I was freaking out. All right, we're good. Hi. Hi. And hi, yes, hello, welcome, yes, hello, everyone. And back to me. Another game beaten. Another game down. Let's go ahead and mark that on the old GG application real quick. ggapp.io, for those interested, is quite good for tracking your games. So if we go to the game I'm playing, boom, a beaten. And it's a 4-star. Easy 4-star. Easy 4-star. Quite good. Quite good. But not perfect. Bold statement, I know. Bold statement, I know. But it's fine. Anyway. I appreciate y'all hanging out, being cool, being great, per usual. I should play God of War 2018. I agree, and I will. Absolutely, I will. I think it's on my to play. Want to play. If it's not, I'll add it right now. I think it is. On stream? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What's next on the agenda? Great question. I don't know yet, to be honest with you. But when I do, I will let you know. Because people said that game was going to take me 10 hours to beat, by the way, just so we're on the same page. Like this is how I plan my streams. This is how I plan my streams. Everyone follow me. Follow along with this journey. I go to how long to beat. And I have a giant library of games right up here. Y'all can't see them. It's right at a camera. But I promise you, it's more games than anyone should ever have. And I have them all. They're right here. So what I'll do is I'll say like, oh, okay, I need a game that fits around 3 to 4 streams is about what I go for. And so like sessions of streaming to complete a game, which ends up being around no more than like 12 to 15 hours. Yeah. The best amount of games, aka too many games. So what I'll look at is like, okay, hey, you know, like what's a game that should take like, you know, 3 to 4 streams max, right? So like if I do Super Mario 3D World, it says 10.5 hours. Let's just zoom in on that real quick. It says 10.5 hours. Now I would say like, oh, maybe they meant completionist. No, completionist is this. Leslie vibes from what? From this system here? It's usually really good, but this one was a lie. 10.5 hours for this game? I beat it in 2 sessions. And I didn't go for everything, but like the main story, I got through all of the main story. That was the main story. That was like 6 hours. It's crazy. Anyway, so if I was like, all right, God of War. The problem with God of War is it's a very long game. It's a very long game. And what I've noticed is that, number one, most people's attention spans, they drop off real fast around the 3rd or 4th session of a game. Speedrun, it's a Mario game, I think. And the other thing that also is a problem is I normally beat games faster than what they say, which is a problem. So it's good that I plan to play it probably not on stream, but I'm definitely going to play it. It is on my, if it's not on my to-do, hold on. God. Oh, cool. God of War. God of War. This one. Yes, want to play. Perfect. So it's on there, so I definitely want to play it. But what I need to find is kind of like that shorter game or just something else fun and silly to do. I am Morris. I'm right there with you. I definitely intend to play it. Not on stream. For me. If I streamed like 3 days a week, I would probably do it, but I don't. So it's all good. It's all good. I have plenty of other things to play too. So we'll find something. But anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out, being cool. Morris, welcome. We do a lot of random stuff here. So I appreciate you hanging out, being cool, and enjoying what we're doing. And I will be back on Monday. We're not going to do a Saturday stream again, even though the Saturday stream was actually really cool. I am working with Alexi on getting set up to do another beat 'em up kind of game. So yeah, we'll do that again Monday 7:30 Eastern time. That'd be great. But it would be funny to watch you try these bosses. If I get to if there's like a boss rush or something, they're rage inducing. Oh man, I don't do rage well. I don't do rage super well. I have to like that. If I had to play with like Dylan and Sean, Cat Paw can tell you. I just. Anyway, we'll find something for sure, and I will let you all know what it is, and before Monday. But again, no Saturday stream. That was kind of like a one-off for the time being, but it was fun, so we might be doing it again, just not as consistently. Anyway, all that to say is I appreciate you all, and I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired, and I work a full-time job, and it's exhausting. After a while, he shuts down a bit. True. There's a boss gauntlet in the game. Now that is intriguing, Morris. I might have to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and get some rest. But I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you later. Bye.